Hello, I'm Graeme Kelly, Chief Executive Officer of the Tipping Foundation, and today we're in another of our series of CEO in Conversation with David Bowen, the Chief Executive Officer of the National Disability Insurance Agency. So David, you're the first CEO of the National Disability Insurance Agency. You're also the first CEO of the New South Wales Lifetime Care and Support Scheme. There's a theme there of taking on significant new challenges. You're a lawyer by profession, specialising in insurance law, and you were very influential in the setting up of the NDIA through your advice to the Productivity Commission. Welcome today.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
David, we'd like to get to know you a bit better as a leader and as the new CEO of the National Disability Insurance Agency. This is an enormous task. Why did you take on this one?
So the passion for disability, my sister and I talk about this a lot. My sister Margaret has been working in the industry for over 30 years and runs one of the largest providers in New South Wales. So she would say everything I know she's taught me, but it comes, I think, from our parents, to be honest. We had parents who were activists, who were great believers that you have a responsibility when you live in a society and community to contribute to it, and a strong motivation towards social justice, to giving people opportunities, to empowering people, that you build strong societies and communities by empowering people to live up to and occasionally exceed their potential. So from even an early age, we had that example in front of us, and it included crossing over into the disability area. A photo somewhere in the archives of my sister and I when I were about 14 and 12 with a group of friends where we were doing fundraising for Green Acres, at that stage still called a sheltered workshop. So we had people with disability round and about, but we had that, I think, that driving force to be a contributor.
The NDIS is all about people with a disability. Where does your personal interest or passion come from in being involved with such an important change?
Oh, look, very much. I started my professional life as a lawyer and could have continued and probably been quite successful in delivering legal services. But after about 5 or 6 years, I got the opportunity to move into legal policy, and it involves you then in thinking about not just what the law can regulate, but what you can enable through legal change. And I have to say, I often say I found a home when I found government policy, and I was always interested in where we could make changes in the legal system that improve people's rights, improve their opportunities, improve their access, and I think I have a reasonably strong track record in that area.
David, let's bring it back to you. Where do you get your inspiration from? Are there others that you look to for that inspiration?
I think in very general terms I draw inspiration. I read a lot of biographies of people who've had the courage of their conviction and who've been personally motivated and motivated to inspire others to progress change in societies to achieve better outcomes for people. And there's lots of examples from all around the world about that. In this particular space, I think I'm exceptionally lucky. I have what I regard as nearly the triumvirate of the NDIS on my board, in Bruce Bonner, Haiti, Rhonda Galbally and John Walsh, and they share that vision, but they share an understanding of the work that has to go into delivering that vision, and the importance of maintaining the scheme as being sustainable. We can achieve a lot if you've got an open checkbook. We don't have an open checkbook. We have very reasonable and fair and significantly larger amount of money, but we've got to deliver within that envelope. And so that requires you to do things differently. It requires us to take the sector with us to do things differently. I think the biggest change, the one that's proving hardest in all of this, is putting the person with the disability at the centre, because it requires a fundamental change in the way in which services are delivered, and that's challenging for everyone.
David, thank you very much for your time today. I think we've really got to know you much better, not just as the CEO of the National Disability Insurance Agency, but you as a person. Thank you very much.
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Pleasure.